up, everybody? Welcome back to Understanding the Reason. I'm your host, Jerome Majette. I am pumped. I'm so excited about what we're going to be going over today. We're going to be talking about day 2 in my book, Understanding the Reason God Made Man, What Made Him Do It. We're talking about the process or the narrative that's offered to us in Genesis. The first portion of Genesis talks about how God brought everything into existence, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. But before we get started, please, by all means, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Also, if you do take us up on our offer to purchase either our shirts or get a book, send me a selfie so I can go ahead and shout you out at the end of our video like we're going to do today. So please stick around. When you hear the music, don't leave. Please help us celebrate those who participate and share their love with us, okay? And help us share love with them as well. So let's get going. All right, I am so pumped up. So we've been looking at the fact that there's a reason for life. There's a reason why we're here. Life didn't just spontaneously come into existence like, bow, you know what I mean? Some big bang, and now we're here. There was a purpose, there's a design, there's a reason for it. And so we've been going in here in my book, just reading through the book to really tap into why did God, who is a spirit, put us here on planet Earth. So let's get going. We're going to start our reading today in Genesis. We're looking at the first chapter, verses 6 through 8. Okay, so I'm going to start reading. And God said, "Let there be a firmament, the expanse of the sky, in the midst of the waters, and let it separate the waters below from the waters above. And God made the firmament, the expanse, and separated the waters which were under the expanse from the waters which were above the expanse. And it was so. And God called the firmament heavens." Heavens. Let's keep going. "And God said, let the waters under the heavens be collected into one place of standing, and let the dry land appear. And it was so. And God called the dry land earth, and the accumulated waters he called seas. And God saw that this was good." Not perfect. He said it was good, and he approved it. And there was evening and there was morning, a second day. So now, when we talk about heavens, what is he talking about? Is he talking about like heaven with angels and stuff like that? No, he's talking about the sky. The sky is what he's talking about. The atmosphere. So continue to read, okay? Oh, also, if you have our book, read along with me. And also, please take down your notes. Very important stuff, right? So let's go. On the second day of creation, the Creator engineered a vast expanse within the very deep waters of what I term Satan's flood. Now, remember in our previous videos, if you go back and check us out, we were talking about there was a war in heaven. Satan and his forces went up against Michael and his forces, and they were defeated, apprehended, and flung to the earth. At the time that they struck the earth was like Mars is today. So it was barren. There was nothing here. When they struck the planet, the earth flooded because the water table was broken. So the earth flooded. Now this God took the damage that occurred from that and created our atmosphere, the bubble that the earth is actually enclosed in. So this is what we're talking about right here. This is where God is actually talking about how he did it. So he took some of the water and he put that in the above, and then he took the other water and left it down here on Earth, right? The seas. So check this out. Earth is the only planet in our solar system with standing water on its surface. That is amazing. And if you think about it, we're the third rock from the sun, which makes it even that much more, for me, interesting, right? So let's keep going. So from this separation, God surrounded the earth with a bubble called atmosphere. Scientists have discovered the Earth's atmosphere is composed of various layered gases, including water vapor. Water vapor is a state of the Earth's water cycle. So we were talking about how we understand where our water supply came from based on those angels who struck the earth at lightning speed in a tangible form. Right? And now you think about it. If you had, let's say, for example, you had a meteor shower, one third of the meteors slam into the earth at lightning speed. what do you think is going to happen? It's going to be some damage, right? So they had to be in some type of tangible form. And if you go back and look at our previous videos, you'll find that that's what we've been talking about. Okay, let's go. Let's get it. So one of the primary purposes of these layers of gas is to absorb the sun's harmful ultraviolet radiation and protect the Earth from its damaging effect. Also, this bubble preserves and purifies our water, as identified by scientists. Without our atmosphere, check this out, without our atmosphere, exposed surface water would evaporate into space. This indicates intelligent reasoning was behind the intentional development of our atmosphere's design. Without it, the Earth would revert back to the barren state that it was before the flood. And I contend that even if two things could happen. If the atmosphere didn't protect the standing water, it would evaporate based on our proximity to the sun. However, if it didn't, just if we were exposed to just natural space, the conditions of space, scientists have come back, astronauts have come back and said it's like amazingly cold, right? So the surface water would freeze if it didn't evaporate. So that's something to think about. As Genesis 1's subsequent verses show, the Creator utilized his supreme intellect in creating an environment for life from a cataclysmic event. From that event, using this event, he provided an essential element crucial to man's survival: water. Water. That just by doing that, water. We need water, right? Right? Isn't that what scientists tell us? Our bodies are made up of what? 75 to 80% water? So we needed this water. So that points to intelligent design. Man, I'm loving this. I'm loving it. Let's keep going. So take a moment to think about that. That God in his sovereignty thought to deposit water deep within the earth, foreknowing that man was going to need it. Because of this, I am convinced that life is not the result of a spontaneous act. Life didn't just happen just because theorists and scientists say that some Big Bang happened. Well, if there was a Big Bang, who lit the fuse? That's what we're talking about. So on day 2, God made sure that we had water, and he protected it by putting this bubble around our water supply to help protect it, right? And also to protect us from ultraviolet radiation coming from the sun. That is absolutely fantastic. I'm loving it, loving it, loving it. Only supreme intellect and a supreme intelligence could determine the necessity for an atmosphere, not to mention the components required for its invention, or that water would be an important element of human survival, right? So we're going to pick this up in our next video. I'm so excited that you guys showed up. Man, tell somebody about what we're talking about over here. Please come back. Keep those comments coming. I'm loving them. Listen, pick up your book, Understanding the Reason God Made Man, What Made Him Do It. Please stick around and help us celebrate those who have showed us some love. We appreciate you guys very much. Thank you so much for showing up today. God bless you. Peace.